Hi there. I wanted to chat about this because it's something that comes up often with the professionals and entrepreneurs that I speak with, and it's about that morning cup of coffee. Some of my clients only have that one cup of coffee in the morning, and some might have like 3 to 4 cups a day. When I coach my clients, what I most want them to understand is what that first cup in the morning is doing. What I explain to them is that your body is in a fasting state while you sleep. So you're basically fasting after your last meal at night and before your first meal in the morning. So, what happens when you have a cup of coffee first thing in the morning is that you are breaking your fast with a stimulant. And the same goes for a cup of tea, by the way, and that means black tea. And God forbid an energy drink first thing in the morning. So, caffeine is a stimulant that affects the central nervous system and your adrenal glands. And initially, you'll get that boost of energy, but eventually, your adrenal glands become overstimulated and exhausted. And that is a common cause of fatigue. Your adrenal glands also manage your ability to handle stress. So, that's your fight and flight response. In fact, they also play a role in your blood sugar and blood pressure levels and your immune response. So, if your adrenal glands are being overstimulated and exhausted, you are less capable of managing stressful situations, which in turn can make you feel even more exhausted and run down. Okay, so then what is the best thing to have first thing in the morning? Well, preferably you want to break your overnight fast with water. Remember, it must be filtered or purified water, not tap water. And then the next best thing is either freshly extracted fruit juice or some fruit. So for me, after some water in the morning, I usually have a fruit smoothie as my first meal for the day. Now, some of my clients cannot imagine functioning without their coffee, but I discovered that for them, it was more about them getting the taste of the coffee than the buzz that it gave them. So if you feel that you absolutely can't go without your coffee, you can try a decaf option. And I often get asked, but isn't decaf even worse than just having the caffeine? Well, that depends on the decaffeination process. So there are three decaffeination processes that are typically used. One is the Swiss water method, which is the purest method. Then there's the carbon dioxide method, which is the next best option. And the third option is the chemical solvent process, which you absolutely want to avoid because the, the, the chemicals, you will consume those chemicals that are used in that process. Okay, so how do you know which method is used by your favorite coffee brand? Well, you'll have to find out from them. But I have actually already contacted some of the popular brands in South Africa, and two brands have responded to me. One is Jacobs, which uses the CO2 or carbon dioxide method, and the other is Nescafe Gold Decaf, which uses the Swiss water method. So if you do instant coffee, then those two are options that you can go for. Otherwise, organic or sustainably sourced coffee beans that use either one of these two decaffeination methods is going to be a good option to go for. Otherwise, most of my clients who have made the switch are actually trying out some herbal teas rather than switching to a decaf coffee. So that's another option that you can experiment with. So if you are a self-confessed coffee addict, or if you just cannot do without your cup of coffee in the morning, but you're often stressed and tired and fatigued, then I hope that what I've shared today has given you something to think about. And I would love to hear if you are a coffee addict or if you are someone who has maybe cut out caffeine and if you've noticed any difference in your body or energy levels. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.